A lot of emotion is riding on this game, much more than a usual typical division rivalry between these two AFC West longtime foes, the Denver Broncos and the San Diego Chargers. In the offseason, Pat Bowlen, the longtime owner and big boss of the Denver Broncos, passed away after a long fight with Alzheimer's. In these next 2 weeks, the road game in San Diego and the home game Sunday night against the Giants, and it'll have a lot of emotional tributes, especially in the Giants game next week. While we have that aside, these Broncos are going to play their hearts out tonight. Here in the Q, Week 7, the Broncos are still undefeated after coming off a blowout win over the Houston Texans last Sunday, completing their second game in their 2-game road stretch. They have a couple road games. They have 3 straight road games at the end before a couple home games, and then going on the road to end the year Friday night in New Orleans on NBC. Remember that Tom Hammond's going to be calling that game. In the loud, bumping place that is the Superdome. Had some thrillers Sunday between these divisional rivalries. The Texans upset the Colts in overtime, and the Bills held off the hard-charging Patriots on Sunday night. Tonight, it's a beautiful evening at the Q. It's rocking with Bronco fans. These teams have known each other since 1960. Broncos have won the toss and elected to receive. Jordan Norwood is back deep to return. And we're all set from the Q. And he bounces it for a touchback. As we kick off Monday Night Football here. As we take a look at our quarterback, Dylan Murray, who already has a championship under his name. With, signing on to the Broncos last December and doing his magic is Anderson. See, Anderson gets a semi-decent gain, I guess. As we look at the offensive line, highlighted by all these guys right there. The one we're really talking to is Emmanuel Sanders. I mean, there's kind of a weird parallel, I think, between him and Rod Smith. Back when Rod Smith played for us, you could use him in pretty much anything. You can be in the slot, you can be out wide. He's a playmaker, just like Rod Smith. And the Chargers secondary, the person we're really watching is Joseph Verrett. Number 22. And by the way, this is the first time the Chargers have done an all-blue look since 2003. Fires it deep for Sanders with a Randy Moss-style catch on third down and a 45-yard pass to Sanders. What a play. Wow. So a little bit of uniform preview tonight that I forgot to do earlier. The Broncos are in their traditional whites for this game that they wore last week against the Houston Texans. And here's the give. And he is tackled hardly anything. The Chargers have brought back their all-blue look. Last time they've wore those was back in a win against the Dolphins in 2003. Which ironically was on Monday Night Football. Believe it or not, it actually was on Monday night.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And he's going to holler out some instructions. Takes a snap out of the gun.
Fires it to Anderson. That one gets broken up. Incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
3rd down and 10. That was a that pass last couple plays ago by Emmanuel Sanders. That was a beautiful touchdown. As they're parading the house. And that one's broken up by Jordan Norwood. Incomplete. Sorry, Jordan Norwood was the intended receiver.
And the offense will settle for 3.
As Brandon McManus will try for 3. Paxton Lynch is the place kicker. Broncos strike first.
Yeah, you can never complain about getting the lead, but there's plenty of time left here.
So far, it's been the theme of knocking down two of the AFC's kings. I mean, the Colts lost on Sunday to the Texans in overtime, and the Patriots lost by 3 to the Bills after making a beautiful comeback, but losing an onside kick with 8 seconds left. And what will it be tonight? Broncos continue their undefeated stretch. Chargers will not risk a return. As out comes Mr. I have too many kids himself, Philip Rivers. Pro Bowler,
I don't think there's any doubt that when you talk
halftime
about
Pro Bowler, Mr. Philip Rivers.
Has to be in the conversation.
And
loves to play the game, plays with great passion.
He's somebody the Broncos fans frequently scored quite a bit ever since the days of Jay Cutler. In fact, it was a Monday night game in 2007 that kind of kick-started that. Philip Rivers and one of the linebackers in the Chargers back then, or somebody were actually jawing at Cutler during a play, before I remember.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. 2
First down and 10. As Rivers does a quick drop, throws to nobody, incomplete. As we look at the offensive line, as our lineup is highlighting probably the quickest receiver these guys have had since Lavernius Coles, Keenan Allen. Doesn't matter how, he just says, give him the ball and let that man make a play. As Melvin Gordon gets tripped by Von Miller, as we look at the Broncos' defense, still as deadly as ever. As we look at the linebacker core, highlighted by the All-Pro Von Miller. And the secondary we're really going to be watching tonight will be Chris Harris. Be careful when you pass the ball in that man's neighborhood, because he'll make you pay. Whether it be batting it down, intercepting it, or even blitzing. A lot of big hits.
A good catch there and a first down for the offense. Excellent awareness by the receiver to know where the first down marker was.
A lot of people on the blitz that time.
And on
It's going to
first
be interesting
down,
to see here.
the give to Gordon.
Brandon Marshall brings him down on the stop that time. As we come to 2nd down, Chargers are in enemy territory. Reminder, Broncos, their record so far in primetime games this year have been pretty good, to say the least, including winning the kickoff game against the Cowboys by 5 and decimating the Patriots and ending their undefeated run at 4 on Monday night a few weeks ago.
Third
and 10 for the Chargers. See what they're going to do here. Johnson with the catch, completes it.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page, and they beat the man coverage. Sometimes you get too aggressive as a defense. You go into man
first down and 10 as they
you've got to win the line of scrimmage yourself.
Crank up the wick here.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
First and 10. Henry, the new tight end, goes in motion. And Von Miller has been terrorizing Melvin Gordon so far. Blew him up on that play. Watch this. Miller comes in. Ooh. Good night. I've seen a lot of shades of Al Wilson in my eyes when I look at Von Miller. Al Wilson came from Miami. Von Miller came from Texas A&M, if you don't remember. And, that last play went for a loss before the 3-yard gain.
First quarter done. Will quarter number 2 bring more points?
Quarter 1 down here.
It's an offensive struggle. Defense is dominating. This is the NFL.
In San Diego tonight, including this beautiful catch by Emmanuel Sanders. Do it on a play where Dylan Murray did one of his patented rollouts. As so far it's been pretty entertaining.
Back now, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and this crowd hasn't had a whole lot of offense to cheer for today. These two defenses have really showed up.
3rd and 10 to 32. They're going to bring the house.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
3rd down, Danny Woodhead, fullback to the right.
Catches the snap out of a gun.
Trying to bring the house. Look, and it is caught, but it isn't converted. So the Chargers are going to have to settle for 3.
At some point, arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
It was Inman that ran the route, and Talib was there to push him out. Keith Talib had that pick 6 in L.A. earlier this year in week 4. Out comes the field goal unit now as Lambeau looking for the kick. Clemens, place kicker. Game is tied at 3.
Nice kick there to tie it up, but we've got plenty of twists and turns left to go in this game.
Emphasis on plenty because this game could get wild. Or it has a strong potential to be wild.
Everyone getting lined up, and it looks like we are just about set to run.
Norwood takes it from the goal line. Gets some blocks. And he's brought down to 23. As the return pretty much ends immediately. So the Broncos, after having a field goal, their last drive ended with 3 points.
Yelling some things out here to the receivers.
They're going to try to go for it.
Scramble drill.
Fires it for the end zone. Hireman with a monster catch. Touchdown, Denver. Wow. Oh, get your popcorn ready on that catch. You watch this. Murray fires it. Huge bomb to Jeff Hireman. Oh my goodness.
But I see that number 10 running around right now, creating those types of plays. These guys today.
Wow.
Wasn't sure you were going to get Sir Francis Tarkington into the broadcast, but you did, my friend. Well done. Hey, every now and then we got to bring back the old guys, don't we? Yeah.
I know somewhere Kubiak's looking at his old playbook like, wow, all right. that was a screw it catch. So the Broncos will take the lead. They go up by 10. Sorry, by 7. So, interesting playbook at the start. Dylan Murray has been the king of throwing huge 80-yard bombs to his tight end. Oh my goodness. And Barrett is there on the stop. And oh my goodness. That's all I'm going to say. Now let's see if Mr. Rivers can respond.
And on 1st and 10 now. Melvin Gordon now on the ground. 11 yards on that play.
Oh yeah, Melvin Gordon got the first down, by the way.
Ground there, and the sticks will move. And he should be patting his offensive lineman on the back right now. They created a nice space for him to run through.
As Rivers is in a empty set. He's by himself. Miller trying to look. And Talib almost had a pick, but he fumbled it in his hands.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they got to protect them. And they know it. That's
incomplete.
They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. And some extra help.
2nd and 10. Melvin Gordon is to his left. Wolf chases him down in a pass in the flat. Wow. Derek Wolf was right in his face on this play. That was a blitz. Freaking Derek Wolf was chasing him. If we can get another shot of this. Let's go ahead and highlight Derek Wolf, 95. He comes in. The right guard just slips. Just doesn't even see him. Huge mistake right there by DJ Fluker, the 6th-year tackle, right guard, comes in. Nobody sees Derek Wolf. Okay. Oh yeah, 3rd down and 3.
After that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
So looks like they're in a weak eye look.
Looking for the play action.
Going for the play action. Rivers deep. Tully with the interception.
Nice interception by the defense on a poor pass. Now the offense has to shake that off and come back ready to go in their next series.
Wow. All I can say is so far they've been getting a huge kick out of this. And I think that literally just sent the entire Bronco sideline into a huge frenzy. Right now, if I'm the Chargers defense, I'd be aiming for Mr. Number 7. Gets hit as he throws. Caught by Jordan Norwood. It's Norwood at the 20. He gets slammed to the deck at the 21 by 3 Chargers. It was Joey Bosa that got to number 7. To Mr. Murway. That was a solid play right there by Mr. Norwood. And that was able to get him deep into the 21.
So first down here after the completion.
Already almost 200 yards by the Broncos, and we're not even at half.
And they'll give it to Anderson.
Anderson to the left side. And he gets smothered at the 8. Manti Te'o, long-time linebacker. Able to get to C.J. Anderson.
At the point of attack with the offensive lineman creating space for the runner.
They're in the red zone tonight.
Picking up the first on the ground. Here we go.
Fires it to the end zone. Almost picked.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Look at it. He fired it. It was almost kind of a weird Patrick Mahomes style throw on the run.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
And second and goal in the 8. Pitches it to Anderson. Gets it in, but he's pushed at the 10.
And after seeing that play develop, the quarterback probably wishes his receiver probably just would have dropped it. Yeah, Brandon, you're right. One of the few times that the quarterback wouldn't mind having his completion percentage hurt.
But he completed the pass. Granted, it went for negative yards, but completed the pass.
And with that, it's 2-minute warning time.
We hit the 2-minute warning here in San Diego, California tonight, as the Broncos enjoy a nice 10-3 lead over the San Diego Chargers. Murway can try to scramble, but he gets brought and loses a yard. Incomplete. So
the defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right? Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. Huh. It's really difficult to
I'm sure they would have. And, oh, by the way, Brandon McManus just put up 3 on the Chargers. So now the lead is 13-3.
And we are teed up and ready to go.
McManus will kick it off to Oliver.
And he'll have a chance to run.
Roby sheds a tackle, and he gets brought down to 26. Looks like by number 48.
So a nickel formation here for the defense.
So the Broncos are in a nickel eye.
Shotgun snap here.
Rivers in the shotgun. He gets slammed by Derek Wolfe. That's his second time he's gotten to Rivers this game.
You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for
I'm sure Derek Wolfe probably wishes he could play in California every week.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about
Can anybody sees it? See dirt right there on the all blue Chargers uniform? Which, by the way, the new uniforms are freaking sex.
And a nickel back on the field for the D.
I'm so glad they went to the powder ones.
The snap from the gun.
Rivers takes the snap. He gets hit again. Gates catches it, probably even just a nick of time. As Chris Harris gets to him.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Trying to bring the blitz.
Tries the right side.
Gates with the catch. Spin move to lead. Flops to the deck. Wow. Get the freaking popcorn because this is getting entertaining.
How many times did you break a tackle? And how many times did they tackle you, Cleveland? So after that big play,
so first and 10 at the 47, the Denver 47.
Tosses left side.
Benjamin with the catch. Harris can't get there. Touchdown! San Diego Superchargers.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Yes, it was. I'm sure the Broncos defense, especially Derek Wolfe, probably was playing in California where Quintero has quarterbacks. There's a rumor that Denver may actually get to face the 49ers next time I do one of these.
And they cap the touchdown with the extra point.
All right. By the way, Travis Benjamin with the 29-yard touchdown pass or catch. Sorry. We're interested to see how this plays out. Norwood with the going to take it again from the goal line, and he gets got punched at the 23. And I guarantee you, he's probably going to feel that Tuesday morning.
Get on first down.
Move, you asshole.
He's barking out some instructions. From the shotgun.
Takes it from the shotgun. And Murway gets dropped.
Time in this game, he's been brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Second sack of the night for San Diego.
He talked about the 3-step drop game, the 5-step drop game, even 7 steps. And for some of the routes, I don't believe we had anything to hear about a 20-step drop.
Now that was more of a run like hell because the Chargers are blitzing type move. Anderson, right side, trying to run the counter. And he gets ran down even further. So 3rd and 24, which, believe it or not, is the furthest away from converting that these Denver Broncos have been all year.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume.
Hard to believe, huh? And there's 1 second left.
Second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
And they're going to kneel it out.
Deep in their own territory.
Here's we go to halftime. It's so far pretty close tonight in San Diego. Every score the Broncos have had, the Chargers have met. The Chargers have been fairly close. Look at some of the highlights from Dylan Murway's crazy arm strength. Huge bomb to the tight end. There's another one with patented rollouts and a nice little pass to Jordan Norwood that turns into a half-decent game. Dylan Norwood rolling to his right. And he fires it deep for Emmanuel Sanders, who does a Randy Moss-style catch. Phillip Rivers is going to connect with Travis Benjamin, and the only person to get to him is Chris Harris, but he gets into the end zone. If you look at halftime stats, so far, things are really leaning towards the Chargers in terms of their rushing game. But passing and everything else really seems to be the Broncos' thing. Especially with those two bombs that Dylan laid at the beginning of the game to Emmanuel Sanders and Jeff Hireman. And the Chargers will start the 25.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Von Miller, play fake. And Gates gets the catch, 8-yard catch in the play.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
So after that move, the Chargers now have 2nd and 2.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or
and
the give to Gordon.
Gives it off to Gordon, who gets 2 yards on the play.
When you stack up first downs, you feel like you're in control of the game. In a sense, the offense is now imposing its will against the defense.
So
they pick up the first down.
1st and 10 from the 35. 2 receivers to the left. Rivers is going to probably do another one play as Todd Davis gets to him. A pretty decent gain by Melvin Gordon here again on the last play. Second and 7.
2nd down and 7. Shotgun formation. Middle of the field.
And he throws to the middle. Travis Benjamin with another catch. And he doesn't get there. Trips up Roby. Chargers take the lead. Touchdown, San Diego.
This receiver is dangerous no matter what route you call.
Yeah, no kidding.
Defensive coordinator is crazy and preparing for it. The short catches that he turns into long runs and ends up in the end zone.
Wow. You can tell if that's a white nose generator outside or what. Smart play there by Travis Benjamin. Travis Benjamin so far has been scary for this Denver secondary. And the extra try is good. See what the Broncos will do in response. So far, it's been pretty good. We haven't seen many punting units tonight, or any punting units, as a matter of fact. Is Norwood trying to scramble, and he gets to the 40. a pretty monster run there. See what the Broncos will do in response. Somehow the Chargers have had more yards in terms of the running game as Anderson gets caught behind his own man. See, he moves around, moves nowhere. So,
after the play on the ground,
down
brings
10
second down here.
From the 41 in the Chargers.
The quarterback on his own island here in the backfield. And the QB's calling something out. Shotgun snap.
Fires it for Virgil Green, who gets it 40.
And the quarterback able to complete it there to the receiver.
An advantage for the offense. Man-to-man coverage, the offense should win most of those battles.
Advantage, yeah, 99% of that stuff's an advantage because the Broncos have probably the best offense in this entire tournament.
The offense back to the line after the completion for
with the Steelers and Patriots in second. The Steelers, Pats, and Chargers all tied for second. Airway fires to Virgil Green, who escapes getting tackled as it's a 16-yard gain on the play. As we look at the QB comparison tonight, sponsored by Gatorade. Dylan Irway hit a touchdown, which really kind of puts him over Rivers so far tonight. However, Rivers has completed more of his passes. However, the interception is what really brings him down as he fires for Norwood, who gets brought down to 2. As look at the Gatorade Impact Performance stats tonight.
Against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And quickly they get to the line.
And Murway hands it to C.J. Anderson. Touchdown, Broncos. Beautiful 2-yard run. Just blows, literally exploding through the San Diego secondary. Right here. Be right for you to try. As the Broncos take a 3-point lead. Get the popcorn, folks, because this is the potential to be a really come down, literally, to maybe a kick.
In the kickoff team, they all appear set.
McManus is going to kick it off. Herndon will take a knee, and they will be out to 25. First and 10. As they're in an I formation, they're bringing TJ Ward forward. They run to the left. And he gets brought down by DeMarcus Ware. That time for going nowhere on the play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
They're on the ground. Nope, they're going to the air. Rivers, empty man.
From the gun.
And Von Miller slams Phillip Rivers to the deck. Incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback.
Any pressure. Just watch Rivers have a little bit of a tantrum. Because Von Miller's been terrorizing him.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look.
Chargers have been half decent on third down conversions tonight with a 60% completion rate.
In the defensive secondary here as they drop into the dime.
Parks slams.
And it's complete. And now nobody is there.
And another score. Trying to get to him, and they finally do at the 7. What? Oh my God. Rivers. I got nothing. A lot of back and forth between these two. Normally the Broncos would have blown their opponents out by now. They're really playing with them, I've noticed.
And now after the catch, the offense with a fresh set of
So they bring Adam Gossis on the field now. As okay, that's an encroachment and a huge brain fart by Mr. Gossis. And I bet you he's coming off the field. Nope, he's still in there? Wow. Okay.
The offense inside the 5
First and goal.
First and goal. It's a handoff.
And Gostis is going to make the Chargers go back. And oh, by the way, the third quarter has ended here in San Diego tonight.
The third quarter concluded. The final act
as we have one quarter left. And considering this game has been one great big back and forth mess, we could be seeing some overtime in tonight's game.
3 in the books, and it's now time for the fourth. Welcome back, everybody. It's the NFL on EA Sports with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.
Back here in San Diego on Monday Night Football. This is probably candidate for one of the better Monday night games. We hyped a lot out of the Patriots and Broncos week 5, but the Broncos got blown out by New England, or blew out New England at home. As they continue to push Melvin Gordon back. Keep on pushing.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the
looking
run
for a third down stop.
And the defensive backs they set up in the corners look defensively.
Rivers standing, looking, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play,
yikes.
Just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Sounds about right. And the Chargers take the lead back.
6 into 7.
And the PAT is good.
We are teed up and ready to go.
Now see if Jordan Norwood can break one open. Oh, he's still trying to move, and he's down to 24. Battle of the deep balls tonight. See if the Broncos can try to do something here.
And they'll set up out of the pistol.
They're in a pistol look. Flips it to Virgil Green. And he breaks the secondary. He's at the 50. And he's at the 40. And down to 39.
That's taking yards after the catch to the level you want. Nice reception and a long run afterwards.
Yeah, emphasis on long.
Before he got to the end zone.
So I think the Broncos are just going to be slinging it deep as much as they can. 1st and 10.
He's going to holler out some instructions. He'll operate from the gun. Moves out of the pocket.
Fires for Anderson, and it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And then some.
A pistol look this time. He's going to have to scramble. So
and Murway's scrambling, and he gets the first. He saw nothing down the field, and he just said, hell with it, I'm taking off. 1st and 10 from the 29. Murway drops back, looks, fires, incomplete. And C.J. Anderson was the intended receiver on the play.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
And Murway to Hireman. Hireman stops short. 9-yard gain on the play.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Here in the red zone, the Broncos have been 1 for 4. As Anderson, didn't see much from him tonight. He gets the first.
That was a key play right there. A missed opportunity by the defense to get off the field on 3rd down.
Close to the...
We all knew they were going to run the ball, yet they were unable to stop it.
2-minute warning. Murway drops back, scrambles, flips to Green, makes the catch, and the clock continues to run.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Chargers moving back. C.J. Anderson, right side, turns up the field, and he gets the first down.
This is old school football. Run it, keep possession, keep it moving, keep the clock going. I love this kind of game.
They're just moving it along.
So it'll be first down here after the
clock continues to tick, by the way. And we've hit the 2-minute warning so far in Denver. I'm sorry, San Diego. Next time, in a couple weeks, the Chargers will be playing on the road against the Colts at 2 o'clock Eastern on CBS. The Broncos, like I mentioned earlier, will be playing on Sunday Night Football. In Denver, the video where it's going to be the Pat Hillman tribute. As Ronnie Hillman scores for the touchdown. And in fact, there's a rumor that Denver will be wearing their blue and whites, which was the uniform, the main uniform that the Broncos wore during their Super Bowl run during Super Bowl 32 when the Broncos upset the Green Bay Packers. Broncos are back on top, by the way.
Kicking unit on to add the PAT.
As they add the PAT, McManus drills it right through.
The extra point kick is good.
And the extra point is good. And holy cow, this game is getting insane. Broncos have consistently had a 3-point lead. The largest lead they had all night was a 10-point lead early in the game.
And he will try to return it.
Davis gets to him, and Bradley Roby stops the Chargers' return efforts at the 15. Looks like they're jumbling the receivers together. It's a full house formation. Talib with the hit. As they go back to the line, Brandon Marshall calls a timeout. First timeout of the game for Denver. First timeout they used all game. Same thing happened in Houston, which led to them forcing the Texans deep and eventually led to Osweiler taking a safety to basically put it out of reach for Houston. However, Houston shook those demons pretty hard yesterday. Oh yeah, also another announcement. The Chargers will be hosting the Week 10 Mexico game.
And on first down.
Game in Mexico against Cincinnati on Monday Night Football. As Brandon Marshall pushes him back for a loss of 4. Can the Broncos hold on? The shortest margin of victory they've had all tournament was all the way back in the kickoff game in August a couple months ago. And Ware hits him.
In the NFL, the blindside protector for a quarterback is often his best friend and most valuable lineman. On that play, didn't live up to the billing, and the quarterback took the hit.
Yeah, DeMarcus Ware has just been, and Derek Wolfe probably love coming to California. And Johnson with the catch, but it's out of bounds, and it's incomplete. Bet you Rivers is going to probably go for it. No, he's going to go for it. He's got minute 6. And the best thing I can say is if he doesn't go for it and he pulls it off, especially with the toys he's got, I'm going to be surprised. As Tulane picks it off. That could do it from San Diego.
Definitely a situation where he wishes he had that pass back, but a nice play by the defender to pick it off.
That basically could have done it here. He just looks. Great play by Aqib Talib coming up big. Allen breaks off. Talib has the awareness to stay with him and just has that quicker jump speed. Great job by Aqib Talib, and I think that just sealed the hopes for Charger fans. Because now they're going to run the clock out.
And the defense coming out this time in the
C.J. Anderson trying to spearhead through the middle. And they call a timeout. In a couple weeks, we will be back on Monday Night Football, October 28th in Foxborough. Hopefully the Patriots can stop a 2-game skid.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out.
They'll be playing the Minnesota Vikings and Teddy Bridgewater, who has been impressive to say the least. Again, same time as before, that game will be on ABC. As usual, ESPN NFL Countdown will begin at 6. And then Monday Night Countdown will begin at 8 on ABC. And then the game will kick off at 9. And it looks like they're going to kneel it here.
In this timeout to conserve time here, that's why they take the TO.
But the Chargers called his timeout.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more.
Norway kneels it again. And all I can say is this week, rivalry week 8, oh my goodness, it's been interesting. Quite the game, to say the least. Chargers got blown out last time they played on a 9-17 tournament, which effectively ended their hopes. But they kept even. Must be the moxie of the all-blue uniforms that they brought back from the dead and updated them.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
So, kind of pointless, though. I mean, the Broncos pretty much held off the Chargers. They did what they could. So, this will be it here from San Diego tonight. The Broncos escape with a 3-point victory tonight. Final score, Denver Broncos 27, San Diego Chargers 24. Coming up on ABC, your late local news is the Monday Night Football wrap-up. If you want more post-game coverage, you can tune in at 12:30 a.m. tomorrow, which
larger, and they especially come into play later in the season. Sometimes they count as students.
Exactly. The team that wins, if you beat that other team,
could be, which you will see more coverage if you want on ESPN on Sports Center, talking about some of the big highlights of tonight's game.
You hear a little bit more that week if you win or you lose. The chatter
so,
starts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's face it. Your family and one team.
The Broncos continue their undefeated stretch, 8-0 for the Broncos. The Chargers lose by 3.
Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
In a pretty close affair. Next week, a couple weeks from now, the Broncos will be in Denver at the end of October, at home to face the Giants. The Chargers will be on the road to face Indy. So long from San Diego tonight, as a thriller ends with the Broncos riding on top.